Hey everybody, Joel Part here. Welcome to, I don't know, something a little new here on the channel. Hey, by the way, I have two eyes. This is, I'm trying not to look at the screen and the camera. We got a little weird shit going on here. But no, this is something new for the channel, and here it is. I'm into vaping. Vaping's my thing. I gotta thank my buddy Dolomeister for getting me into this. I was a smoker. I was a smoker for 29 years. Excuse me while I drink a tasty beverage. Let me hide the label so I don't, have to pay for royalties and stuff things. But no. I was a smoker for 29 years, and vaping kind of got me, well, not kind of, it got me off of it. Let me put this stupid shit together here. This is how I started, and this is how many of you may start. This is like a ego, like a pen type device. You unscrew the cap here. I don't know if I can get this. This thing is so old. But you unscrew the device, you drip your juice, which comes in these little bottles here, and you drip into these, and you ooh, that one's already ready to go. And you get your nicotine, etc. from that. But I always feel I need my pinky up when I do that. Anyway, these are decent little devices, and for about 4 months, excuse me, got the burps. For about 4 months, these things did the trick for me, and it has been 8 months since I've had a cigarette, and they're, I gotta say, it's come to that point where, you start to get certain senses back. You're going to get the sense of smell and taste and all of this back. And so when people walk in, and I smell cigarettes on them, I have no physical cravings for a cigarette. I did for a while, for the first few months, but they've subsided. But I want to take you on a little bit of a history lesson here with vaping for me. You may, you may not smoke to begin with. And if you don't, great. 2 thumbs up to you. But for me, this is kind of my little history. I've got all my crap laid out here. My desk is a mess. It's just freaking crazy. So without further ado, yes, let's start with the pen. These are what you get, or can get, as like a little starter kit. You get your battery here. You get your tanks. And you get a bottle of juice, It depends on where you go. There are a bazillion different places online to buy these. And if you're lucky enough to have, or to live in a bigger town where you have vape shops, visit your vape shops. Get to know your vape juice guru guy. And really, I don't know, tell him what you're doing. Say, hey, I'm quitting smoking. Now, as a former smoker, you may start to, I don't know, you may want to start with the tobacco type blends, because I think that's pretty much what everybody does, but eventually you will move on, because you're eventually not going to like the taste of tobacco very much. So, hang on. Alright, here, I gotta cue the boy for another tasty adult beverage, and there he runs, half naked, across the house. There we go. Yep, there's the boy. For all of you who don't know what the boy looks like, that's him back there. Oh, okay, and you can't see him, and you really, oh god, there's his face, and he's showing off he's too sexy for YouTube. But, okay, so, the progression of things goes, because I'm a gearhead at heart, and I like gizmos and doodads, and mechanical things, and eventually, this just didn't cut it for me anymore. I wanted, as a former smoker, you're wanting that throat hit. You want it to feel like, you inhale it in your mouth, and then in your lungs. And when you inhale it in your lungs, you want to feel it in your throat, okay? You know, like a cigarette. These things, you know what? It's been freaking months since I've hit this. That's still really good. It's interesting to hit one of these like this anywhere. But no, eventually what you can do is you can change out these batteries. These are a standard 3.6 battery, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but this has what's called a 510 thread, meaning this hole right here is what, like point, I don't know. I don't know what the hell 510 means. Anyway, that's what it's called. So it fits a multitude of different things. It's kind of the universal standard in vaping. But you can step up to a guy like this, okay? Ooh, let me get it into the screen here. And this has adjustable voltage at the bottom. And usually with adjustable voltage means you're going to get a stronger hit. You also have a problem with that. And the problem is these little tanks can only take so much. The little cheap coil inside can only take so much. And eventually you will burn your juice, okay? Which is why this looks like frickin' molasses. This used to be nice and clear. This tank is due for replacement, which I don't use it anymore, so what the hell. They're cheap, though. These are only like $3 or $4 at my local vape shop. And the juice, to start with, I was a heavy smoker. So, and when I say heavy, I say 2 packs a day, easily a pack and a half to 2 packs a day. So I wanted heavy nicotine, so I started with 24 milligram nicotine. Okay, if you smoke, I suppose the most popular cigarette out there is like a Marlboro Light, at least in the U.S. There's like a Marlboro Light. You would want to maybe start with an 18 milligram or even an 11 or 12. Something in that range. Pinky up. Okay. But no, these guys will produce, just by turning the base here, you can, man, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's got numbers on the bottom of it, and you can crank it all the way up from 3.2 volts. Remember, this guy was at 3.6, okay? You can crank this guy all the way up to 4.8 volts, which is, it's going to cook the shit out of your juice, I'm telling you. And I'm trying not to look at the screen, but I'm looking at the screen. But this guy, ooh. See how much more vapor you get with that? You also get more throat hit, you get more flavor. But again, the weak point is these little tanks. So I kind of went on a hunt for better gear, and that is when I got into, I'm going to unscrew it because I don't want to show you all the goods just yet. I got into this bad mamma jamma. And is it on? I can't tell if it's on. No, it's not on. It doesn't have a battery in it. But anyway, this is the Vamo V5. This is what's called a variable voltage, variable wattage device. Let me find. Ooh, I need a battery. I don't have a battery. But the variable voltage, variable wattage device does exactly what it says it does. Ooh, what a save. Takes these 18 350 batteries, which are freaking huge. Little something to compare it to. Here's a pencil. Okay? Here's an 18 350 battery. They're big. I mean, it's about the size of a U.S. dime. I don't know what that is equivalent to in whatever the hell land you live in. But, yeah, it's about that big. There, compared to a finger, a dirty fingernail. These go in here, like so. Okay? Cap goes on the bottom. By the way, this may be a long video. I'm sorry. But no, you push it, you push the button on here 5 times and it turns on. Ooh, system on. Ooh, and it's got different dials and readouts and it does different things. But you can change the voltage and the wattage. Remember, this guy went up to 4.2 volts. This guy, oh, that's wattage. That's not what I want. Voltage. Up to, well, 15 watts is what it's showing. So this thing, if I take that same tank, and it will take those same tanks because 510 connection, it will work. They look stupid as shit, but it will work. This guy, yeah, 15 watts. This is going to cook the shit out of. Much more vapor, much bigger throat hit, but and maybe you can hear. Yeah, she's cooking the shit out of this. But this device also can control the wattage. The easiest way to explain the variable wattage is when you have a wattage that you like, and something like this guy, these coils have a specific ohm measurement. I'm not going to get into that, but if you go over that, you can cook them, which is what the problem is here. So if you keep it to a low enough wattage, and if you use Ohm's law, you can, there's math involved, I'm sorry. There's calculators online too. But short story long, if you go too high on your wattage, you'll cook your coils. So you find the happy medium using the math involved, and you can vape these guys. That was 3.5 watts. I could vape this thing forever on 3.5 watts and be just fine. But this thing did really well for me. One thing I didn't like was these little tanks. By the way, these are plastic. Any kind of juice that is citrus based will crack that. They're plastic. So you don't want to use the citrusy, stuff. So what I ended up doing, where are you? Was I bought two things at once, just to compare them and test them and see how they do. And where is, I lost my other drip tip. But anyway, this is the Aspire Nautilus. Beautiful tank, really great. For about the first 3 weeks. I don't even use it anymore. I hate it. I can't stand it. It's crap. What happens is the juice tends to leak down, and you get this gurgling, and it's horrible. Aspire Nautilus, here's my official review. Don't fucking buy it. Here's what I am going to suggest to you, though. This is the Vapage Honeycomb. This little guy right here, I use this every day. This is my waking up juice right here. This guy still has the 510 connection on the bottom, as you can see. Dual air holes, one there, and hey, there's the other guy. Okay, it's got a removable drip tip. Okay, love it. And it holds 2.5 ml liquid Pyrex glass tank, so it will not crack when you use a citrus-based fluids. Replaceable coils, which I have yet to replace this coil. I've had this thing for 4 months, and I've never replaced this coil. This is one of the unsung, unknown little sumbitches out there. Vapage Honeycomb. And I vape this sucker at 7 watts every morning, waking up, just for something to do, while I read some CNN. She doesn't chuck a lot of juice or a lot of a lot of cloud, which also is nice. If I take it out to eat or go out to eat with the family or something, it's very discreet. It doesn't blow a lot of clouds. Okay, so then all of a sudden, one day, that's a good blend. Then one day, all of a sudden, let me shut this off. The boy was telling me about chucking clouds, and all these guys chucking clouds. So there's guys out there called Rip Trippers and Twisted 420, and I started watching their videos. Excuse me. And all of a sudden, I got into this new kind of gizmo-based vaping, where it's more hands-on and there's a lot more building and wrapping of wires and things. This right here, I highly recommend this to anybody who doesn't want to build any coils but wants to vape all day, every day, and do what they want to do. This is the Vamo V5 with an 18650 battery. It also takes the 18650 or 18350 battery, which is a little shorter. All you gotta do is take out this center thing right here. This comes apart at this little line. So you can use a shorter battery and keep it, you know, more concealed in the hand, whatever. But the electrical readout is really nice. You know, you can change, just by pushing buttons, you can change voltage and wattage and how the display reads. And it also, yeah, this top cap comes off, by the way. If you really are one of those people that likes these little tanks, okay, you know, they will go on here. They come with adapters, okay. Ooh, my cat fell. They come with these little adapters so you can run, you know, stuff. Anyway, point is, this is a fine unit. I do like it. I like it a lot. I highly recommend it. It has a limitation, however. The limitation on this, if I recall, is 1.1 ohms. So this coil that's in here, this is a 1.8 ohm coil. If I hit anything lower than a 1.1, this battery won't fire it. The chip inside of here will tell it, we're not going to fire, and you get nothing. So if you want to blow those big clouds and you want that massive throat hit, excuse me, this is not the device for you. But if you want to smoke all day and you don't want to smoke cigarettes all day, I highly recommend it. Vamo V5, Vapage Honeycomb. That Vapage, I love it. It's just one. It's an unsung hero, I'm telling you. But then you get into, but I want to chuck clouds. Now, why would you want to chuck clouds, for God's sakes? Well, for one, because you're going to get a lot better throat hit. You're going to get a crap ton better flavor. Some of these juices out there come in some really amazing flavors. My favorite one right now, by the way, is called Canilla Vanilla. It's amazing. Love it. It's like vanilla with a tiny bit of a cinnamony thing going on, and then a little cake batter. It's amazing. Right now I'm rocking Tempest Tides. I want a little shout out to my buddies down at Route 69 Vape Shop, by the way. Tempest Tides, Jason and Heather. Yep, this is pineapple and grapefruit. Very piratey. And it... Oh, she chucks. Oh, she chucks. Right now, this is my FU-Hattan with my Tugboat mod on here. By the way, my FU-Hattan I also got from Jason down at Route 69. And I bought it with the... cat hair. Damn. With the Aspire Atlantis Claramizer. This is an amazing piece. This thing blows clouds almost on the same level as an RDA. This is called an RDA, by the way. This is a Claramizer. This holds a lot of juice, and you can vape on it all day long. It's got adjustable airflow, so you can blow little clouds, or no clouds, or you can blow big clouds. And you can adjust it just by turning. See that little hole there? There you go. You can do this just by turning that and getting different sized holes. I don't know if you can see this or not. Yeah, there's a little hole, and then there's another little hole, and then you go back to the big hole. So, nice piece. But again, it relies on a replaceable coil. They can be rebuilt. It's a pain in the ass. I've done it. It's a pain in the ass, though. But I'm a gizmo guy. I'm kind of a tech guy. So I got, you know, this guy. Actually, my first one was my Mutation. Here's the Mutation X. This is the version 1, by the way. And I have got just a little dual coil build. And this is probably blurry as shit. And I'm sorry. I need a better webcam for this. Anyway. This thing blows pretty damn good. And then I bought a couple of Chinese ones off of China.net or whatever the hell it's called. Fast Tech, that's what it's called. Sorry, Chinese. Don't hack me. But the first one I bought was this Tugboat. And this thing, I put in a really nice build. This is 28 or 26 gauge Canthal, 6 wraps. I use the organic cotton, buy it at my local Walgreens. I have used the Japanese cotton. It tends to collapse on me a bit, so I don't use it as much. And this Tugboat, I'm telling you what, man, you gotta see. There's coils in there, little guy right here, and one up top here, and on here you got air holes. And all you gotta do is line those up with your thingamadoodler and hit it. There's a little firing button on the bottom of this guy. And she chucks. By the way, this takes the exact same 18 350 batteries as this guy. Perfect. Love it. That is a great thing, and I'm very happy about that. Then one day, in a world where people vape, I decided to go see what Jason had, and it was an impulse buy, but I bought this guy. This is the Chi-Yu Megan 318 clone, solid copper. This takes a 26650 battery. Now, a little comparison for you here while I unscrew these. 26650 battery, or rather the 18350 batteries that I'm using LGs, by the way. They are good for about 2500 milliamps, which when you get into this a little more, you know, you'll understand what all that means. But there's the 18350, and there is the 26650. See how much bigger that is? 3500 freaking milliamps. This guy will go all day long, and then some. Actually, with the 18650, I'm getting. Well, I can vape it all day, ain't no doubt. But I get a lot of drop off. And so it's if I was going to vape it all day long, I'd probably take 2 of them with me, just so I'd have one to switch out in the afternoon or something. This 26850 son bitch, this thing will vape all damn day long in this Chi-Yu Megan. By the way, Chi-Yu Megan clone, it's a damn good mod. The button is crap. It can be switched out for magnets, and I don't have any close-up shit yet, but it can be switched out for magnets. My magnets broke, so I run the spring again. But with the extra amps, you can blow some amazing clouds with this thing. And with the extra amps that it delivers, or extra watts that it delivers, you can get some killer flavor out of it too. So these these top shelf, what I'm calling top shelf flavors, like the Tempest Tides. I mean, this is not gas station juice by any means. This is like 20, 30 bucks a bottle. That was like 18 or some shit. But what was that? 1 second pull? Amazing. 1 second pulls off this damn. I love it. And it's so fruity. Pineapple and grapefruit. You wouldn't. Oh my god. That was a good hit. That felt good. You wouldn't think pineapple and grapefruit's a good choice together, but it really is. Now, there is another flavor. You may see another video out there if you follow my Facebook. I am going to attempt to win a contest at my local vape shop because they are running a contest right now for, another flavor called Daddy Issues, and it's a peanut butter, or it's a strawberry banana and a hint of peanut butter. But all you have to do is you have to go up to a total stranger and film it, of course. Go up to a total stranger and ask them if they have daddy issues and post it on Facebook. So if you don't follow my Facebook, find it. It's somewhere on one of these damn links. But you might see that video come up here in a day or two because I really want to win that. It's really good juice. So I'm not sure exactly what is going to go on with the channel here as far as the vaping videos, whether I'm going to do like reviews for stuff like this or juice reviews, maybe a little bit of both. If I get a decent camera set up, which I think my school camera might be able to do it. I don't know what it is. What is this? This is the PowerShot SX400IS. It'll shoot video. I don't know how good it is though. I haven't tried it. Let me know what you think down here in the comments. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, that reminds me, because I happened to mention it when you're tugging on these and you suck it in your mouth and into your lungs, and then, that's called mouth to lung. And when you're tugging on one of these bad boys, you can mouth to lung it. You ain't gonna get much out of it, but you can do a straight lung inhale, which is what these guys are. And let's just end on a big old lung inhale. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Let me know what you think I should do. And we'll just go from there. You guys have yourselves a great day. I will talk to you later. Peace out.